Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sandman again, and it's another one of Sandman's quick strategies. And this is Balrog. Balrog is one of my main characters that I use on a regular basis. I'll show you a couple of tips and tricks I use with him so you can get a bit better with Balrog. That's if you like Balrog. Balrog is a boxer character and a charge character, so he doesn't have any kicks. Balrog does not have any kicks. So don't be trying to find the kick in here because you won't find them. What he is, he's a charge character. Charge back for 2 seconds and press forward and punch, and he'll do a dash punch. And if you obviously move it down, you get a low one. And if you keep holding it down, you get an overhead. He's got different variations of every punch. The light one's the fastest, which is probably the best dash punch he's got. The medium one takes a bit longer, and the heavy punch takes a bit longer as well. But as you can see, they all go different distances across the screen. That's the light punch. That's the medium punch, and that's the heavy punch. They all do different distances across the screen. Now, with Balrog, I recommend you don't do the heavy dash punch at all from full screen, because they can easily predict it, trip you, especially if it's the regular and not EX, because EX has got super armor, so you can see that a mile off. You can throw a fireball, you can sweep, you can uppercut, you've got all the time in the world to think of what to do. Now, that one, from that distance, is really hard to react to. As you can see, it's really fast. It's very good as a poke as well, I think. That's what I usually use it for. And if you get damage, great, but if you don't, it doesn't matter. To get you inside for mix-ups. His charge kick one's a bit different. It's like an up punch, like that. That's the heavy, light, medium. They all go different distances, like the regular dash punch. But this upper is a bit different. You can continue combos, especially with the EX upper, which is that. You can continue combos and so on and so forth. Now, I'll get onto his anti-airs quickly, get that out of the way. He's got a lot of anti-airs, which is pretty good. Balrog is a solid character, you know. His first anti-air would be Crouch and Fierce. That is his best. Anything that jumps in and around that area, trying to cross you up, bang, you can hit him every time, unless it's a safe jump. Bang, bang. Or standing light punch, medium punch, as you notice, that's not a straight one, like his standing fierce and his jabs. So standing light punch is an anti-air. So as soon as they jump, if he's jumping quickly at you and you don't have time to crouch and press the fierce, always go with standing medium punch. You can knock him straight down, and you'll get back to facing up. His headbutt, right? His headbutt's pretty good. They all go different distances, as you can see. As you can see, his heavy one goes the furthest. But I recommend, if someone's jumping in on you, do the light punch one, because the hitbox is the same. I think, let's just check the damage. 100 for the light punch, 120 for the medium, and I'm guessing 140 for the heavy. Yeah, 140 for the heavy. But the heavy's got more recovery time, so that makes it bad. The light punch one is really good because it recovers instantly. As soon as you get out the air, it recovers instantly. So I recommend use the light punch one if you're using it as an anti-air. His EX headbutt is really good. It does a lot of damage, but once again, I don't really use the EX one because I think the light punch one's viable, and you save meter to go into a big combo later on. Now, I'll show you his good pokes. His jab is probably the best poke in the game. His standing jab. Bang, 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 bang. It's ridiculous. His sweep as well is a good poke. It's really fast. No recovery time whatsoever, so on block it's pretty safe. That is one of his best pokes. I'd say from range. Best way to punish as well if you're not charged. Just press heavy kicks on heavy kick. I'd say that was a poke, but from a certain distance I'd say no, because I'd much rather use that. It's faster to recover from if you miss, and that if it's blocked you can get easily punished, so I recommend using a standing heavy kick instead. Now, there's a lot of good combos you can do, Balrog. He's got a lot of easy combos. Balrog, it doesn't really take a long time to learn him. He's got a couple of advanced stuff that he's got, but his basics is the best. He's got the best basics in the game, you know. His jumping heavy punch is a really good angled heavy punch to jump in using. If you're jumping in from max range, uses standing heavy punch. Is jumping heavy punch because it hits every time. Yeah, I'll show you a basic combo of Balrog. Jump in. That's the basic combo of Balrog that everybody does. And I use heavy punch at the end because it does the most damage and it hits and the others don't. Don't use the X headbutt there because it won't hit. I'll show you. Oh, so it does. I didn't know that. But the EX headbutt, as I said before, I wouldn't use because it's doing the same damage anyway. It's doing the same damage really as the heavy punch, so don't bother using the EX one. I'll show you another good combo, which is really effective. That one, it's really effective and can continue combos. Takes a little time learning it, but once you get it down, it's pretty good. That's another good poke as well, by the way. That is counted as a frame trap. You can jab, 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 and if he tries to match out or something, you can trap him with that. That is very good. And that is crouching medium kick. Crouching medium kick. That's crouching medium punch, which is a really good one as well. Does a lot of damage in that punch. It's getting toned down in AE, but what are you going to do? So yeah, that is basically Balrog in a nutshell. Those couple of things. Now, his Ultra and Super are really good. His Super can be linked into a dash punch. I'll show you now. You kind of once you dash, keep holding your charge once you dash forward. As soon as you hit him with that dash punch, go backwards and forwards and punch again, and you'll cancel into Super. You can do that with any of his dash punches, with the up punch as well. That cancels into Super. But still, I don't really use that much. I use that for EX for getting in, because his EX has got super armor. Now, the super armor can take one hit, and is really good as well. Because if they're throwing fireball, 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 bang, you can get him with a low one. Knock him down and get a mix-up going now. Do a couple of mix-ups with Balrog. What I do for mix-ups is, I usually do the empty jump. The empty jump, safe jump is Balrog's safe jump, so just cross him up. Without them even expecting it, you've got a big combo. His Ultra setup, he's only got a couple of Ultra setups, but I'll show you the main one. Oh my god, I can't even do it. That's his main Ultra setup. The headbutt into Ultra. Now I'll show you. This is a tricky thing, that'll take a while to get used to. With his Ultra 1. Oh, I've done Super there for some reason. Even though I only pressed it once. You can use Super as well, but still, you probably won't have meter to do it. When I'm doing it now, I'm pressing it, letting go. Because if you do it, if you keep hold of it like that, you'll get no damage. You won't get the max damage possible for Balrog, and you need damage on that Ultra because it doesn't do much anyway off a headbutt. So let it go and then hit it again, and you get more damage. This is pretty tricky to land at first. What I'm doing is on my stick. Say for instance, I'll start off at a neutral position, and hopefully you can see my stick if I put it in front of the screen like this. Right. What I'm doing is, I'm holding down and back to charge, and I'm keeping hold of down and back when I do the headbutt. I know it sounds really complicated, but just keep holding down and back on the stick when you're doing the headbutt, and then when you go, instead of going up at an angle with the stick or your toggle or the D-pad, whatever you use, just keep holding down, just go up and back. Up and back, you'll still do the headbutt, and you'll still be charged to do the Ultra. As you can see. Now, in the corner, it's a bit different. Like, you can do this, and when you do the Ultra, keep hold of it, but as I say, you won't get damage, so it's better off to learn the other way. And if you do it in the corner, oh come on, if you do it in the corner, keep all the kicks, and he's going to fly right over your head and you're going to miss out. So, always let go with the first hit. Oh my god, I can't even, oh my god, what's going on? So always let go of the first hit, and it'll land. that little thing that I did there was just to gain a tiny bit of meter. Apparently there's a better way to do it, but I don't know which way. Apparently you can do a headbutt with it. That's a good way for a mix-up though. If you say if you trip him up, you can, and you're going to the other side of him. But that's a bit advanced. You can learn that all yourselves. This is just the basics. Well, I was going to show you a Balrog, which is pretty good. He's got a couple of hard links, like jab, 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 trip. Which I still can't land apparently. But he's got a couple of hard links. Balrog, he's a really good character, always stay on the move. He's got decent health, so you don't have to worry about, all taking hits every now and again. You know, pokes don't matter. Obviously don't take big damage. But always stay elusive, always stay back, always be aware, and no random jump-ins. Don't just jump in whenever possible, you know, because you will get uppercutted. But this will trade with an uppercut, that punch there. That will trade with an uppercut from max distance. Jump in from here, you'll get hit. Jump from back here, it'll trade. It's kind of weird distances, but you can learn that yourselves. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? His overhead, right. With his overhead, I usually do an EX overhead so I can take one hit. But you can always do mix-up, jab, jab, light, overhead, because they're expecting the headbutt, so they're going to stay crouched. And I think an overhead does more damage than a headbutt. An EX one, anyway. No, it doesn't do as much damage, but it's a cool little mix-up to do. If you didn't land that and that doesn't come on, you know, throw that out. And that can link into crouching like it. Oh my god, what's going on? And you can go straight into Ultra again, you know, so you've got a lot of possibilities. Balrog, he's a solid, consistent character, it doesn't take long to learn, and yeah, hopefully I helped you guys out again. Any questions about Balrog that I didn't answer, which I probably didn't, because it's my first time doing this quick strategies bit. Yeah, so to sum up, always keep moving. Use anti-airs if anyone jumps at you. Don't do full screen, heavy punch, dash punches. Save your meter, which I recommend for everybody. Super cancelling's really good if you get a hit confirm. Don't just, if he blocks it, don't just mash out your super because it won't hit. And you'll waste all your meter. His his turn punch, right, I didn't realise he got his turn punch. He's got a turn punch like this. And what this does, this gets past a fireball or his first attack. So for instance, you're at this range, and you're against a different character rather than Ryu, who is not throwing fireballs. Say for instance he throws out, it's able, and he does his change of direction. You can do that and you'll get past the first hit and hit him before he does his second, so yeah, that's a really good move to use. But don't just throw it out from full screen because you can get punished easily. Say for instance you're back here and he's not throwing anything and it's able, don't do this because you will get punished. Yeah, that's pretty much all with Balrog. Any more tips that you want to know, please let me know, and hopefully this was slightly informative, but thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you later.